I can already tell the fact that he filed this PFA on me means that, like, I'm unforgettable to him. Like, he's so threatened by my presence.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Hey guys, it's Shay. So, I decided to kind of just do a video, just like an update on my life, because I said I was gonna upload every week, but it's been like 2 weeks, I think, and I haven't uploaded. But, so yeah, I posted a video about my ex-boyfriend, and this video was basically just me telling the story of me and my ex. After the video I posted, like 4 days later, my ex-boyfriend filed a PFA against me. A PFA is a protection from abuse, and these are kind of like mini restraining orders. When you file a PFA on someone, it's because you're genuinely afraid for your life. Like, well, I guess not for your life, but for your safety, basically. So, like, you think this person's, like, an immediate threat to your, like, well-being. Like, you think they might attack you or, like, do something to you or your family or things that you love. So it's, like, that's a serious kind of allegation, you know, to throw on someone. And I'll admit that I guess that some of the things I did to my ex-boyfriend were, like, mean, I guess, or uncalled for. But considering what he did to me, I don't think anything I did was way out of line. And also, I didn't do anything to make him think that I was going to hurt him or harm him. I'm gonna, like, quickly go over what this PFA was, like, entailing and, like, what all was in it, so you guys know, like, kind of why I'm so upset about him, like, even filing against me. So anyway, there's 2 sections of the PFA, and the first section is the most recent incident of abuse, and the second section is, like, all past recent, or wait, and the second section is all past incidents of abuse. And so the definition of abuse is to treat a person with, like, cruelty or violence, like, several times. And I can't think of one time I was ever cruel to this kid. I think cruel is manipulating someone for over a month and lying to them and their family and their friends, but I'm not gonna be the one to judge, I guess. So his definition of abuse is as follows. She posted a 20-minute video about me on YouTube threatening to ruin my life, and I literally watched this video, like, over and over and over again, and I never once threatened to ruin his life. Like, if you guys can go back and tell me, like, the exact time on this video when I threatened to ruin his life, I'd love to see it, because yeah, before I've said things that are like, oh, I'll ruin your life, but I never in that video at least threatened to ruin his life, so that's, like, a lie. She also commented on my social media, and her sister did too, calling me weird and gay. Okay. Alright, this is, like, annoying to me, because PFAs are literally so hard for some people to get when they actually need them. Like, the same school that gave this PFA to me is the same school that denied this girl a PFA against her rapist. Okay? So the fact that he was able to so easily file a PFA against me because I called him weird and gay, and I didn't even do it. My 15-year-old sister, 15 years old by the way, called him weird and gay on social media. Like, you're a 21-year-old man and you cannot deal with a 15-year-old girl calling you weird and gay on social media. Like, she's fucking 15. Like, that makes me angry because, like, now you're like, I don't know. That just makes me angry because this is so stupid to me. And there's actual people out there that need these that cannot get them because their situations aren't taken seriously. But this privileged guy who's 21 years old can file one on me because my little sister called him a name on social media. Like, that's sickening to me, but whatever. She has made threats on my life to me and my friends, and okay, this is true, I guess, but, like, he knows I didn't mean this, especially because I literally told him, like, the day that we made up, like, I was just saying that because I'm dramatic. He put it on here to make it seem like I'm, like, crazy just to be an asshole, but, like, he knows I'm not, so this is why I'm fucking angry. Okay, and so then these are the prior incidents of abuse, or the prior incidents of abuse, because this isn't abuse, this isn't abuse. So I showed up at his house unannounced on 2 occasions, which is true, I did do that, but the first time was to get my stuff. It was the night that we broke up. I went to his place just to talk to him, and I told him I was just going to talk to him. Like, that's not abuse, like, you're just being a coward. And the second time was for a party, and I will admit this was a little bit premeditated. Like, I kind of did this just to, like, get a row out of him, but it was never in a sinister nature. I was just going because I wanted to see him and I wanted to confront him. Like, this whole thing, like, anytime I've tried to bother him throughout our breakup was because I wanted to confront him. Like, I am a face-to-face talker, so when I realized he was talking bad about me behind my back, or like saying, like, just spreading little nasty rumors, or like little lies that he told his friends that I started finding out about, I wanted to confront him about this. And that's why I was reaching out to him so much, just because it's not that I was still into him, because everyone knows I have, like, Chris, you know what I mean? It's just that I can't deal with, like, things not having to confront him. But I never, ever wanted to, like, hurt him, and that's something that he knows. And he found this to be an asshole, and I think that it's sickening because it makes a mockery out of real victims who've had to deal with these kind of things before, and, like, weren't able to get PFAs and weren't able to, like, get the police on their side because they're women. And police don't take women's threats seriously, but they'll let a man file a PFA on someone who doesn't deserve it, you know? I think that it's ridiculous that it's so easy in today's society for men to manipulate the law system to make women out to be crazy whenever they're the ones that are compulsive liars. Because if you guys don't know this kid literally lied about me for the whole span of our relationship to his friends to make it seem like I was some crazy psychotic bitch. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do have my moments when I'm a little bit extreme. Like, I know that everyone knows that, but I never once made it seemed like I was going to hurt this kid. Like, I know that I didn't do anything to make him think that I deserved a PFA. He did it because he knows he can, and he wanted to be an asshole. And I think that it's sickening that the law system makes it so easy for men to manipulate women and control them, and then make them feel like they're crazy because they want answers, they want to talk about it. But those same women have to go through hell to even get a PFA or a court hearing or an arrest for their rapist or their abuser or their, like, controlling boyfriend. Like, that's ridiculous to me, and I don't want him to think that I'm in love with him, because that's what he thinks. But if you guys look at it from my perspective, he's the one that's in love with me. He always will be. Like, I'm gonna be the one that he never forgets. Me, on the other hand, I'll forget about him in a couple years, because that's just how my life works out. But no one forgets about me. I say this all the time, but if I had $1 for every guy that gets over me whenever they say they're going to, I'd have $0. So good luck. Good luck, man. Like, I'm pretty sure if, like, a year from now we, like, seen each other at a club, he'd still try to get with me, because, I mean, like, that's just how I am. And I know I'm the best he's ever had, so, like, everything about the situation's funny because he's trying to make it seem like I'm, like, some obsessed bitch with him. But I know that the truth is that he can't stop thinking about me. Like, I know. He even did things on Instagram and his other social media accounts just because he couldn't stop thinking about me. He got all of his friends to follow me on Instagram because he couldn't stop thinking about me. But he makes it seem like I'm crazy. No. The funny thing is that he doesn't understand that my whole revenge scheme was, like, something I was doing when I was bored. Like, I forgot about him, like, within a couple weeks. Like, I have a new boyfriend. Like, that whole relationship thing for me was a cycle. Like, I like the feeling of new relationships when they're fresh and brand new. Like, I have those things and cut them off all the time. Like, it meant nothing to me, but I'm ranting. Shit. My point was that he's in love with me. Like, if you literally spend 4 days after my YouTube video contemplating what you should do to, like, revenge attack me, like, you're in love with me. That's love. It's unrequited, but it's love. So if you guys ever have, like, an ex-boyfriend that's manipulative and is, like, a compulsive liar, like, please understand that, like, you're not the crazy one. Like, you're not the crazy one. If you retaliate against that, you're not the crazy one. That's at least that's my view of it. Some people think it's not worth it, but I feel like sometimes karma needs to be self-served. I think that's when karma's the best, actually, when it's self-served. Like, oh, you think karma's gonna get you? Well, I'm worse than karma. Like, karma doesn't even know me, because I feel like, okay, no, now I'm just getting, like, crazy. And this isn't me threatening to ruin his life, because, you know, he'll take this as that. No, I don't want to ruin his life. I really don't. Like, if he were to just give me the respect that I fucking deserved, and if he were to just confront me and talk to me about this kind of shit, I would get over it. But I can't get over it because he has to be so sneaky and passive-aggressive, and I hate passive-aggressiveness. That shit pisses me off. Like, just fucking talk to me. Like, I'm getting angry again. In the end, he did drop the PFA. I think he knows that if he would have went to court with this, he wouldn't have won, because my dad's a lawyer and everything in the PFA was bullshit. I was never afraid of the PFA. I was just irritated that I had to go to court for it just for him to drop it. Okay, I think I'm good. I have nothing else to say. I'm all good. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.